I thought I still had the AI version.
Hola, ¿qué pasa, amigo?
Hola.
Ciao.
¿Cómo estás, amiga?
Oh, muy bien, muy bien.
Muy
¿Y tú?
bien. Sí. So, do you speak Spanish?
Perfecto. No, no,
No, no.
no,
¿Habla
no.
español? Poco, poquito?
Poco, poquito, poquito.
Poco, poquito. Okay. Very, very
Yes,
poquito.
yes, very, very poquito.
So I've been wanting to do this chat for a long time, and yay! Here it is.
Yay!
Yay! So
Cool.
what seems to be the story, Ere? What's been happening?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just this, being in Spain, enjoying the
Because,
Spain, awesome weather.
oh, it's so
Yeah,
beautiful. There's a mountain. What's that beautiful
yeah,
mountain? Oh, wow. Wow. Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Lots of
So
places where to hike and
beautiful. So I was talking to Grace.
cool.
Yeah, so apparently there's a lot of meetings that you guys are doing, like some Patreon. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are happening once in a week right now.
Wow, that's great. That's really great. And what else
Yeah,
is
there is a really little group, but it's very lovely.
maybe
can
I'll
can
maybe I'll
share
maybe I'll
openly.
visit it. I'll
Yeah,
visit one
sure,
time.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do this. Sorry, go ahead.
I invited Zabi
Oh, you
next
did.
time.
Oh,
Zabi is enjoying. Yeah, so
yeah,
new faces, new energy. It would be good because
beautiful.
who are coming there are mostly the same, and yeah, I thought you brought some new energy in. So you are
Yeah,
also welcome.
yeah. Yay! So,
Not that you are not talking too much already.
I know too much already.
Cool.
It's good though. It's good. It's good just to it's so good just to speak passionately, with no agenda, with no, it's just love. Just the love of speaking about something that cannot be talked about, and the love of with no reason.
Yeah,
No reason.
that's
Just
amazing.
love.
That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There is
how's
always
this,
so.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying that here is always so much love and compassion and passion arising when talking
Yeah,
about this, because and even sometimes coming to your meeting just to listen the same language, so to speak, what we are
yeah.
speaking, that we can't share it on the street.
It's yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun, and this is fun, and it's just so good to have you on this channel as a speaker.
Good to
So
be.
how's it been going for the how long has the speaking been going on? Is it a year now?
About the area, yeah. A little bit
Wow.
more, I guess. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not doing it. It's so always surprise, and also when there are meetings happening, every time it's like first and the last time, and
It
no
is.
idea if it
It
if it
is.
continues. It doesn't have to continue. Everything
Yeah.
is already this.
That's
Nothing
that's
to share
that's
and no need.
that's that's what was said actually. You know what? There's no attachment to it whatsoever. And but
Yeah,
there's
that's
definitely love for doing it. Maybe missing it might happen if it doesn't continue, but who cares? Missing is
yeah,
also it. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Sure.
but seemingly it's been I guess it has a, you know, I thought it was going to I think about, how long was it ago? Maybe 6 months or maybe longer than that, 8 months ago. There was a, going back to work and everything, and somehow, I don't know, it's just still happening. So
Hmm.
you're doing lots of one-on-ones too?
Not many. but
Not
I
many.
had today one. It was very lovely. Yeah, actually already almost a year. Yeah, I'm trying not to talk about this,
Yeah,
but somehow it still happens, and I love it. Of course, I love it,
yeah.
but it's so free. So
It's so free, and you know what? And there's really no agenda, and that's so clear. You know, when although there's compassion, you know what I'm saying, that appears, but there's no trying to fix anyone, not trying to correct anyone, not trying to wrong or right whatever. You know what I'm saying? What seems to be
of
said is
course,
just this it's like just it's just like dogs barking or you know ducks quacking, quack quack. That's basically
yeah,
it.
yeah. Bird singing.
I also love the way that I was talking to Grace of how she said that there's just this unraveling, this openness that seems to appear, and that's wow as well, right? There's no
Yeah.
more limitations. It's just whatever seems to appear is just it's just a passion. It's like at first I thought it was an expensive hobby because um
Mm.
I had to not work, you know what I'm saying? And you know how hard it is to be a speaker because it's not for the money. Because if you want to make money, you go to, you know, you do some office job or something. So
Yeah, that's
I
awful business. That's awful
I
business. I also just extended the website for a year. And then I thought
yeah,
maybe I don't do it because for a year it's quite expensive. I don't even earn so much and
yeah.
I don't have any other income. I just sold my business in August. And so I have little money to live for a while. But yeah,
It's
let's
funny
see what
because
happens.
it's the same here. I was like, oh no. I said I will take a year off. Maybe no. First it was 3 months and it became 6 months off, and then a year off. And then the year off, of course, I can't go back anymore because you can't go back to the work that you left for a year. And then seemingly um when there was a planning, although no one plans anything, this can't be planned of just going back to full-time work because it doesn't make sense to speak. And then of course I was doing a lot of free stuff, you know, free one-on-ones, free
Mm-hmm.
meetings for a year, right? You know what I'm saying? And then and somehow, you know, still speaking still happens. And I think it's almost 2 years now. I can't remember. I don't have any
Mm-hmm.
recollection of time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Same here. And it doesn't matter. It's all a story and foggy and like a dream when talking
it
about what
is.
happened yesterday. How I
I
arrived here.
know.
No clue. I woke up in Spain. Always here. Nowhere else.
And it's just the naturalness. It's almost just the authenticity of the character, just full on authenticity. And so how has it been in the past year in terms of you and Rigo?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, I was today also sharing the story that our relationship that have been about 17 years, it have
Yeah,
been rough in the story,
yeah, yeah,
but trying to broke up, trying to resolve happened years and years and years and years. And
yeah,
well, there is no free will. No one can break up. It
yeah,
didn't happen. And
yeah,
in a story, I can say when this illusion, so to speak, collapsed both
yeah.
sides, then I guess I had the first honeymoons. I haven't ever had. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the honeymoons are, but they were a couple of months. Wow, so wild energy,
Yeah,
like always high, no drugs needed.
yeah,
It was so cool. We enjoyed. We were like 5 years old, dancing in the kitchen, then maybe crying and you know like children are doing, and then it's gone,
yeah,
and then it's yeah, let's play.
yeah,
No one's
yeah,
holding on, and the old stories are forgotten, so to speak. Before, when husband Waze came to me, then all the story of what he have done, and when there was some problem. Now it's just no one did anything. It was just what happens, yeah, and arguments happens, but no one's taking personally. It's also just what happens. It's so easy, nothing serious. All the serious stuff and problems, everything can happen.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I remember doing that my one-on-one with Rigo, and then he was saying that she's dancing in the kitchen. I can't remember what it is, and then there was almost like, what does she have that I don't want? I'm like, nothing really. It's just really nothing. It's just really nothing.
It was so beautiful how
and
he
then
just opened up.
Did he start dancing in the kitchen with you after that?
Yeah, and crying a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, somehow men's describe when I have talked that there is lots of crying happening now, that or in this seeming falling away process. I don't know the stories that maybe there are lots of feelings suppressed in a story that are now free to express, to be as it is. No stories that this is wrong.
Yeah. And even whatever arises, whatever appears, like anger, argument happens still, but it doesn't last anymore, right? It's no more kind of like it's like exactly when you have a dog, you have a dog sometimes, and then sometimes you're walking, and then by mistake you step on the dog's paw, and then the dog goes, and then you feel so bad and you go right away, and then the dog forgot already that you stepped on it, and it's licking, trying to say that you're okay. It's innocent. It's innocent at play, and it's just there's go ahead.
I wanted to say that actually it's okay, everything is okay to come and okay to go, but also okay to stay. If sometimes some feeling, I had one day feeling bad just because Rigo forgot our wedding day. And there was already trauma in the story because of that. And somehow it came, and it was okay. Like I couldn't fake it. I couldn't like make it better. It was what it was. It was okay. It was okay to feel like almost all day, little bit like it is what it is.
but to laugh about it is what's great. It's like a kid having a tantrum for a day, right?
Yeah.
No.
So innocent. I love it. It happens here, and seeing Rigo also like that, it's so pure and so lovely.
Well, happy anniversary.
Thanks. It wasn't today. It was, I don't know when.
I know.
Okay. Cool.
That's funny. I was watching, Kelsey, right? So we watch a lot of cult documentaries. It's just really, really funny because have you seen the Twin Flames documentary?
I watched yesterday. What the fuck? Wow. I thought I share it somewhere. We watched it yesterday here and
It's so it is what it is, but the danger of a belief system, the danger of a believing that there is a soul, there is a soulmate, there is a twin flame, and how gullible seekers are, longing for that love and everything, and that they would change their gender. You know what I'm saying? It's just so shocking, or just get controlled and everything. And and the idea of a divine masculine or divine feminine and everything is just wow. It's the moment that there's a correction, there's something wrong with you, right? It's not. It's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's the compassion for the seeker, because it just goes more into suffering.
Yeah, it's just
crazy, huh?
Endless searching. Yeah. So somebody is promising something, in this cool thing also, to become famous or rich or find your love, and you're, the seeker is ready to take everything and pay money, just, you know, but this doesn't promise anything. This is bad business.
It is, because all I can say is it already is.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can be done because it already is. And it's just, and you know, if there is a compassionate, authentic, open character, that does not have any belief system, there's just pure acceptance of what is. You know, although there's no one accepting, there's just kind of like, you know, imagine in the story, if you believe that you and Raigo are awakened couples, and then you become the twin flames. Imagine that. Holy crow.
Yeah.
That's dangerous, right? Or if you believe that you're the divine this or the divine that. Nothing wrong or right about that, but belief in the story is like a virus.
Yeah, and it's blind. It's so narrow, you know.
Yeah,
you are just inside that kind of story, that belief, and you can't do nothing when it's happening, you know, like everything. It's also innocent.
It's also innocence at play, and it's also it's just what is as well. It's just what is. But that documentary was crazy, huh? Wow.
Crazy, yeah. I watched 2
just
episodes.
The amount of
I don't
suffering.
know how many there is.
There's 3. There's 3. I was 6, so I was in a long time. So now when I saw it, I'm like, yes, there's a cult documentary. It's the cult of the me. It's the cult of knowing. It's the cult of belief. It's the cult of identity. It's the cult of separation.
Separation, yeah.
Yeah.
Orders, rules,
order, someone higher up, someone below, someone that needs to know, someone that thinks they know. It's just this
someone
it's so
got something.
Obvious. Someone doesn't have something. You know, someone doesn't have a twin flame, so they look for their twin flame. And it's just madness. It's madness. So there is so much contentment and gratitude for what is being expressed, because it's sanity. It's sanity from and it's sobriety from all that intoxicating limiting belief system that there's something missing, that I'm missing a partner, that I'm missing this. But it's also innocence. But talking about it is also innocence. Yeah.
I'm so lucky, so to speak, that this road ended here, like this spiritual path.
Yeah.
It escalated very quickly, and then.
Yeah. What
it was a little shock also in the system.
So what did Ere do in the story of seeking? Share. like how Richard Sylvester, you know what, he has a book, right? About seeking, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess what I was seeking was here was something missing. Yeah. And in the story there was searching from beauty and business and earning money. Then there was lots of money, still something missing. Lots of traveling, still something missing. Then identity changed to the fitness. So if I have a fit body, the perfect body, maybe then I'm enough. No, it didn't work. And somehow this spirituality came. And then finding the life purpose in the story, to be a healer. Got some new powers, and then didn't know what to do with these powers. And then it goes like, okay, I started the channeling from the higher source, from the
you did the channeling
higher
too?
self.
Oh wow!
Yeah, from the source, from the light, and honestly, didn't made it up. It happened, And just this body is really, really sensitive, and it can sense the other feelings also sometimes. And everything, the feelings. I can't switch it off or turn it on when I can't push it It happens when it happens spontaneously. No one's doing it. So yeah, in the story, Ere found the life purpose and then died apparently. And or there was this falling away process happening and thoughts, what I'm going to do now.
Yeah.
No higher self, no one to heal.
Yeah, it's almost like when you stumbled upon, what's being communicated. It's almost like going to a death trap, isn't it? Right? Because the seeker wants to be alive. The seeker wants to be a higher seeker. The seeker wants to be the source. The seeker wants to be special. Special, yeah. So when encountered this, communication that there's nothing needed, it starves that seeker of specialness, the specialitis.
Yeah.
It cures the specialitis. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think here it's
not what the seeker wants.
And here it happened like same time the seeking and starving started to happen in a story time, because the some stories fell away even before I heard this message about even a year ago.
Yeah.
Like here was strong feeling of being patriotic for Estonian. This fell away. Then celebrating Christmas, waiting Christmas, that fell away. It was like interesting. Then the most important day of the year is birthday, and it was like nothing special. But this already happened when we heard this message, and of course when this message was heard by no one, I didn't understand this. I didn't like it, but something resonated, and and it felt like this is it. This is the end. There is nowhere else to go, and I don't know where it goes, but this is the end. This is the death. There is nothing else. And then it was like and then it was like depressive, sad, all this, everything falling apart, so to speak, like losing something. But when it was obvious that there is no one, then there was nothing to lose. Didn't own anything. It's illusion.
It simplifies everything, and it completely eradicates that specialness. I remember when I was a spiritual teacher, the whole community celebrated. I think I got about 10 or 12 birthday cakes. There was a big party for me, and everybody gave their love, and everybody was giving their testimonials. Guess what happened at the end of the night? I threw a tantrum. Although that's innocent as well, but it just showed how unhappy I was. Even when there's a whole community that loves you, and you think that you've reached that peak and everything. And it's funny now, right? Because the birthday appears, and I even get surprised. I pick off my birthday on Facebook so no one knows it's my birthday. But when I have the meetings, it's so just beautiful just to see that there's really no one celebrating it anymore. No one cares if it's speaking, if it's working on its birthday. Before, that was supposed to be my special day, right? It had to be celebrated, and now there's nothing more that I want to do than just to be speaking, in a Zoom meeting. And it's not because it's to celebrate, but it's just a celebration of what is, not a personal celebration of what was. And that's what's funny now, right? Is because there's no one. I would dread when my birthday came, because I'm 52 years old, so it's like, I'm getting older. But now there's just like, I don't know. I don't even know what age is. I don't know what age.
Same here, and it was interesting because in a story, Ere was waiting when she gets older, because she had always older friends and they acted different. They were older. So Ere was like, I don't know, 15, and waiting that when I'm 17 or 18, then I'm also, and it didn't happen. Something didn't age. And I think around 21 or 25, I skipped it or forgot it, or I didn't try to, reach to that age or something, because I don't feel, I'm still like 15 or something like that. And before in the story, it was like the problem, because I was seeing that adults, and I feel still like a children and I should feel like more adult, but no, I didn't. And
Yeah.
of course, the age is just a number in the passport, and
It
yeah,
is.
I
It is.
forgot it often. I'm saying
It's
40 already like 1 year, but I'm not 40 yet.
you look
It's
young.
more.
You look like you're 20 still, Ere.
Yeah,
You look
thanks.
young. Is
I
Rigo
feel
that
young.
age too? Is Rigo that
little
age
bit,
too?
little bit older.
Okay. All right.
I think he is 41.
Oh wow. It's beautiful. You know, when I the when the seeker Emerson, the character used to had to be was the eldest child, right? So always had to act like, you know, really, really serious and everything. But there's always a child that wants just to play, right? There's always this innocent, childlike character that just wants to dance. So when no one's watching, it dances. It's goofy and it's silly and everything. Now that everyone's watching, well, there's no one really watching in the story anyway. It's goofy now and it's childlike and it doesn't care anymore. So there was this pretending to be old, you know, and also dreading that it's old, which is just really silly, you know, because it's not even age is not even a feeling. It's just a thought, isn't it? It's like
But there is no time. What age?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, just the agelessness, right? It doesn't have to act a certain age. There is no one that ages. There is no time that affects anyone. It's just what is. It's just what is.
Yeah, and the love
Yeah.
dance. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
We should go dancing, you know, one time, you know.
Yeah. One time it happens.
One time it happens. Maybe you'll have to come to Toronto. It's so cold right now though, so don't come here right now. It's so beautiful.
No. That's why I'm
beautiful
in
in
Spain.
Spain. I'll tell you about my travels after this, but yeah, it's so much fun. Just beautiful. You know, just
okay, cool.
Yeah. It's been so great. So are you doing your weekly meetings now on Zoom?
Mm-hmm.
It's Patreon, right? Patreon?
Yeah. For Patreon, yeah, but in a Zoom.
In a Zoom. That's good. That's good.
Everyone welcome. Can come only for once, or don't have to, you know, subscribe for the month, or you can unsubscribe at any time. No one's taking personally anything. It's so free.
That's what it's so beautiful about it, right? There's actually almost a contentment and a celebration when someone basically says, "Hey Emerson, I'm going to unsubscribe now. Thank you so much, you know, but there's no more seeking here." I'm like, hooray, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not a holding on for someone anymore, right? It's like or if somebody does, you know, one-on-one and they want to start speaking about it, there's just this so much support for that character because it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not about holding someone hostage because they because you think that you have something to give them. There's nothing here that I can give, and that's what's so beautiful.
That's the most beautiful gift.
It is that there's nothing I can give, just sincerity and honesty that it already is. And if you don't believe me, that's okay too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the no attachmentness of what this is. It's just and it's sometimes, you know, when someone books a one-on-one, I already know that it's over for them. It's just, you know, like there's no one here that will validate that because it does not need validation. There's no gatekeeping here that's going to say that there's still a me there because there's never been a me. And then sometimes they just burst into tears, right? Because it already is. And there's nothing that I can say or not say to change what is already. And that's what is so stunning about communicating about this. It's always a good news. Even the bad news is a good news.
Yeah. And also to see when someone else is laughing other side of the screen, you
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
already this ease, and it's of course understood that there is nothing to get, and somebody is coming again and again, couple of times to the one-on-one meetings, and still, of course,
Yeah.
well, yeah, when there is the seeking energy, this secretly wants to get something still, because that's what it does.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Have you done
nothing to give.
have you done an in-person meeting?
No,
What
but
oh
I don't know. A friend invited to Vietnam, where we have been once.
where?
Vietnam.
Oh
Vietnam.
wow. Do it.
Yeah, I thought that, I don't know, there will be maybe two listeners, Raigo and you. He said, you don't know. I said, yeah, correct, I don't know.
You don't
But
know,
yeah,
I
I
don't know.
don't. Yeah, I love to
It's
speak
just
about this, but still, who wants to listen to this? That there is no
yeah.
one.
Yeah. It's not popular, you know what I'm saying, but it is um speaking in person somewhat, you know, and again, this is just a story. It doesn't really matter if speaking or not speaking in person happens. It's always what is. But in the story, when there is a group of people that somehow, and I think Tony and talks about this too, that it's so energetically, right? Because it's not in a screen anymore. It's just, again, it's a story. Energy, everything is a story. Um, but I did a meeting, and it was the last in-person meeting that I did, which was a week ago, and it was a private one. What we ended up doing afterwards is, because I'm like, there's no point in seeking, even it appears that there's seeking that's happening. Might as well be dancing. Might as well be dancing. Might as well be. I said, because it's just what is. No matter what it is, there's nothing that you can do in seeking that will get you there. So at the end of the meeting, there was only like about 8 people. It was a private one. We just danced till like 3 o'clock in the morning. No alcohol, no drugs, just pure what. And there's nothing wrong with alcohol, drugs, or whatever, right? And then it just became a dancing. It was just dancing, and then at the end of it, some people were like, "We should go dancing more."
Yeah.
It's
When you
so
dance, like no one's
beautiful.
watching it, so
Yeah.
there is no
I
me, no
yeah,
stories, just the
yeah,
music. Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool.
So I got invited to do a private in-person meeting with eight people, right? And they were all so serious in the beginning because they come from a very spiritual background, so to speak. And then at the end of the meeting, they're like, "Can we ask for another, hour meeting?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." And I said, "But can we dance after?" And then I just DJ'd. I just had my MacBook, so I just played some music that, and at the end of it, what I'm saying, it was just that, it's just all what's so beautiful about it is because there's really no speaker. There's really no seeker. And it's just a play. And then when the dancing happens, there's really no DJ as well. It's just dance. Yeah.
Nothing else to add.
Nothing else. Yeah.
I saw your video with Atlas, so I saw your nipples. When is coming our time? Now?
It's oh no. It was funny, right? Because he was doing all of this. He's been doing his meeting shirtless. So in the comment section, they were saying that show the nipples, Emerson. So I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is the first date, maybe the second,
Yeah.
And then I got a couple of requests basically saying, it's free already, free the nipple. Who cares? It's
yeah, exactly.
It's just so much fun, right? And I was making fun of Atlas because when he used to do these interviews, he was very, like he was very much a seeker, student, right? Listening to what these people are saying. So when someone said that, what happened to Atlas is beginning to speak like, whatever it is now. And there's just so much beautiful freedom there, and this
Yeah.
character used to be very conservative. So when and I forgot about the nipple thing, and I'm like, oh, just
So what?
just so what? It's just what is. And again, you know what, when this speaking happens, it's almost like a declaration that there's no need for a speaker, a declaration that there's no need for knowing, a clear kind of like just expression that it already is, whatever it is. So if dancing happens, um, you know, um, nipple
Moving
showing,
happens. Yeah. Yeah.
it
I have
already is.
watched some shorts in Instagram, also discovered through you, so to speak, and the Atlas. And it was so funny. I would like to put all the hearts everywhere, but don't want to be a stalker or fangirl.
Well, I'll
But
I'll,
really cool
I'll
guy.
I'll introduce you to Atlas. You guys, it will be good to have a conversation with him. I'll message him and just.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But
Funny
he'll
guy,
probably
funny guy.
ask you to show your nipple.
Let's think about it.
Maybe you should get Rygo right beside you.
Yeah.
You can
Showing
say,
Dragon
Rygo,
nipples.
Rygo, show
Yeah.
your nipples.
Your show now.
Now.
Cool idea. Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, I'll introduce you. But we have to have a part two to this. Let's do a part two. I love you very,
Yes.
very much. Although there's
Same.
no one to love, so much love for you.
Yeah, same.
So
Same.
much love.
Same.
So much
Love
love.
you.
And I'm so happy.
Boom, 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 boom,
Boom, boom, boom.
boom.
Part two. We should call
Yeah.
this, I don't know, what should we call this talk? I don't know.
I don't know. That's it. I don't know.
I don't know it, Ere. Love you. Love you, love you.
Okay, ciao.
Love you. Bye.
Bye bye.